So up traders, it's trades here. Let's see what the market has in store for us next week. It's the 25th of November, starting tomorrow, and it's also the last week of the month, so that's always something to consider before trading. And we have consumer confidence news on Tuesday for dollar, prelim GDP and core PC index on Wednesday, and bank holiday on dollar on Thursday, and not a lot going on apart from those. It's the last day of the month, last week of the month. We've come down to discount on euro and dollar, so we might see a potential pullback where we've come into this fair value gap. Let's just dive straight into euro dollar first of all. So a monthly time frame, we've been strongly bearish this whole month. Every week this month has been bearish since the election week, the start of this month, which feels like forever ago. We've come down, taken out a sell side liquidity, and also we've tapped into a fair value gap on the monthly time frame. So it's quite a strong location for price to find some kind of a bullish support, and it came into that weekly time frame order block just below it and found a strong reaction off that level straight away on Friday after all the PMI news. So we've been bearish every single day last week, and going into the week I am bearish, especially Monday, and maybe not Monday but especially Tuesday, and then from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday we might start seeing TGIF trade. So I won't, because it's Monday as well, and ideally I would like to see price come into this sell side liquidity below above that weekly time frame fair value gap, find some support that also lines up with the 50% off the monthly time frame fair value gap, and that would be a really good location to start looking for opportunities to go long. On the daily time frame, right, Friday we came down, reacted off that level quite strongly, and my prediction was that we created this candle that took our liquidity off the high and wicked below this sell side liquidity, took our liquidity and dropped all the way down to that weekly time frame order block at the monthly time frame fair value gaps start, where I was predicting price to find support, and I took a trade here on Friday in the hope, or my prediction was that price is going to come up to these levels. So at the moment, because I'm bearish for the week ahead, I'm not particularly sure whether price is going to come up here first or it's going to come down here first before going back up. I would say maybe price is going to come down first, take out last week's low and go up. That would be a really good opportunity to go long, and if we do come back up here on Monday, then I will look to short on Monday or Tuesday. And if Monday's some kind of a small bullish candle, I will wait for Tuesday to take out Monday's high and then look for shorting opportunities. I won't short it down to previous week's low because we've already reacted off a major location. So any trades that I do take, bearish trades I do take, I will not be aiming for price to come into this sell side liquidity, because we've already taken this sell side liquidity on the daily and the weekly time frame and the monthly time frame, which is a major point of interest anyway. And then we came and held the next overlapping point of interest, which was that weekly time frame order block and then this monthly time frame fair value gap. So I am anticipating, or I'm predicting price to find some kind of a support around here. Might not see a full-on pullback, but I want to see some reaction. On the 4-hour time frame, when I was taking that trade, we had accumulation right just before that manipulation coming into a key point of interest, and because of especially this candle right here, this is kind of a candle that you want to see end of a trend at a key point of interest, suggesting price is going to push higher up. This is essentially trapping all the buyers above these highs, making people think after taking this sell side liquidity or just above that sell side liquidity, price is going to push higher, and then it fails, and then it takes out all the stops resting below here, and it goes into the next level of point of interest. And now is when the real move comes in, and it should continue up to these highs. Not should, but it could continue up to those highs, and that would be a really good location to go long. The 1-hour time frame, right, or even 15-minute time frame, we came down. I took a trade at this 618 pullback, or at the 50% pullback, was aiming for these highs New York Open, but the way price was closing on Friday, I exited as price came into this level around here after it took out this low, because of the fact that we were so late in the evening on a Friday. I don't really want to hold the trade over the weekend in case gaps open and takes me out and I lose more than what I wanted to lose. So I've gotten out of this trade. I'm still predicting price to go up to those highs, so maybe tomorrow morning, Monday, I will look for any kind of opportunity for price to pull back into this high, or at least, we've already come into the discount of that range. I don't think I'll trade the Monday. Monday is not the most best day for me. Yeah, so I do have conflicting views or ideas going into the week for euro dollar, mainly because I am bearish on the higher time frame, but I won't be bearish for too long. And on the lower time frame, I am bullish because we've come off such a strong level by accumulating, manipulating, and now I'm expecting price to continue higher up. So I'm just gonna let Monday play out and see how that goes. I think that's the best option, because at the moment I don't know what market wants to do and what it's going to do. If I at least wait until Monday, then I can come back again and have a plan. But I do expect price to come to this New York Open. It took out this low, held this low, and then we've had our market structure shift. Ideally, if I was to stay in that trade that I took on Friday, I would have wanted prices to come to that New York Open, but because it just started to consolidate sideways, I didn't want to hold the trade over the weekend, I got out of it. So yeah, not a lot going on with euro dollar for me at the moment. I'm just going to sit out and watch and see how that plays out. For pound dollar, similar to euro dollar, we've been in a strong bearish order flow going in, this whole month. So again, last week of the month, we've come into we've closed below this order block as well, right? We came into this inverse fair value gap that price had previously rejected and found support at and pushed up, and then we've continued lower. With pound dollar, I'm bearish, still bearish. We took our liquidity, below this low, and I'm not sure if we're gonna. Like I said, I'm gonna be bearish for the week ahead. So I'm anticipating a pullback. Maybe Monday, I want to see a small bullish candle, and then I want to see Tuesday take out Monday's high, and then price to continue lower. That would be my ideal entry pattern or criteria, but I might not get that, so I will wait out and see how Monday plays out. Price found quite a nice support at that sell side liquidity, or should I say the overlapping sell side liquidity, but because the first one was the one where people would look to go long, and the second one and put their stops below the first one, and price came down, took out the second one, lows of second, stops below the second, and then found support, and then it dropped. Instead of Tuesday took out Monday's high, gave a trading opportunity there. I wasn't trading last week, so I didn't really get into any of these trades, and then Tuesday took out Wednesday's high and then dropped. And going into last week, I was with the same mindset that I didn't want to go bearish after Tuesday because of the fact that we took out a major low. And going into next week, I'm a bit more confident that we might actually come down to this sell side liquidity or this equal low. So yeah, I will be looking for trading opportunities to go short. Maybe we'll pull back into this range. I'll let Monday play out first before looking for any kind of shorts, because anything can happen on a Monday. Ideally, I do want us to wait and see. It does look like this location right here, these highs is building up liquidity, and we could potentially come up and take out these highs and then drop. We'll just have to wait and see and how that plays out. Again, but I think both euro dollar and pound dollar, I'm going to wait for Monday to play out and then trade accordingly.